Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. These guys played a terrific game a year ago, final Saturday of the regular season. Close through halftime, tied at 14, but the Fighting Irish showed why they were bound for the national championship game and took, there he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Red pass, it's complete. Turning on the Jets. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking for room. It's live. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
From the gun, the running back has it. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
So USC's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out turning it on. I think he does a really good job in this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Carr. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You wonder about that play call on third and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Gain of 24. And that's a first down for the offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry class.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. The Trojans will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Caught over the middle, it's Fields. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's got it on the right. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Effective offenses led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt, putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this, offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
That makes the score USC 14, Notre Dame 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Price. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air. It's Carr. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for space, it's Jordan. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quickly complete. Oh, a lot of space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here's the pressure. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for space. It's Love. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
To throw, it's Mayava. That's caught. It's Sanders. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Love. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Lemon. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Lane. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's lobbed. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and the linebacker did a great job understanding. The running back slips out. He expands with him. And how about making a tackle in the open field? Linebacker on running back. You don't always want that situation or that matchup, but the defense won that one.
To the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Pauling. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw. It's Carr. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I think because because of where they are on the field right now, close to midfield, made that decision a whole lot easier for the head coach to decide to go for it on that 4th down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Pauly. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Grab near the sticks. It's Fields. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air, it's Carr. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And you can feel their momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense has settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Under fire. He makes a grab. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a jeweled shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.